Hello and welcome to WION Sports Extra. I am Nikhil Mathur and I'm joined by my sports editor Digvijay Singh Deo and by my colleague Vidur Kathuria. The 16th edition of Indian Premier League is set to begin in few hours from now. Hardik Pandya's Gujarat Titans will take on Mahendra Singh Dhoni's Chennai Super Kings in the inaugural match. The IPL sorts of keep reinventing itself and there have been a lot of new rules that have been incorporated into this season. One of them being the impact player, which can be a game changer. It is similar to that of a substitute in football. How important is the impact player going to be for the two teams that are playing today?
We were talking about this yesterday, and it's still a journey into the unknown. We'll have to see how teams weaponize it, if that's the right word. But obviously, it's you can call it the X factor, you can call him the game changer. I think the example I was talking about, you have Andre Russell sitting out with a niggle can't bowl for KKR, but you've got 25 to get of the last 8 balls, wicket falls, send him in. So teams will have to tactically play it. They need to know what they want. Also what's going to help them is you can now change your team after the toss. So how captains, and I think it's going to be an on-the-spot decision, how captains usually in coaches have an input in sort of shuffling the batting order, right? But how captains utilize it, at what instant you just randomly go and say, okay, Ben Stokes is not going to bowl. We won the toss. We are batting first. If you're the Chennai Super Kings, that's the question we are asking. And my argument is, if you're Chennai Super Kings, you win the toss, you're batting. Ben Stokes bats, but you know Ben Stokes can't bowl. So then, should you bench him and get in a bowler? Similarly, if Chennai are bowling first, then I think Ben Stokes is the perfect impact player.
What's your opinion?
Well, absolutely, Ben Stokes is not going to bowl for the first few games, it seems like that. But my question is, do you leave someone like Ben Stokes out from the playing 11 itself? Let's look at...
leaving him out of the playing 11. I think that the concept with which we look at an IPL team, the 7 Indians, 4 overseas, I think that's now under question. You don't know. So your 11 is actually it's a 12.
Yeah.
Let's look at it as a 12.
I think teams themselves are not completely sure because this is the first time it's happening. I think they're going to sort of ease their way into this new system. But let's just take a look at the short players who are going to play for Chennai. Dhoni obviously is going to be there.
Can I give you my 11?
Yeah.
Let's my 11 and then we'll sort of see.
Yeah.
So for me, Chennai, and obviously these are the players who are available at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So my 4 overseas picks for Chennai are Devon Conway.
Opener, yeah.
Yeah. Moeen.
Moeen Ali.
Moeen plays every game. I think he plays. He played well for them last year.
Yeah.
Bats at fork and float. Stokes.
Yeah.
And Mitchell Santner. Those are my 4 overseas picks for Chennai. And then around them, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Raidu, Jadeja, Dhoni, Shivam Dube, Deepak Chahar, and they'll have to choose between one of the Indian bowlers. The Indian bowling isn't very strong. So there's a lot of talk about Rajvardhan Hangar Kekar.
Yeah, did really well in the Under-19 World Cup. He's an all-rounder. He can bowl well, and
that's what I'm going with.
Yeah, looks like a strong 11. Do you want to make any changes to this?
No, it seems fine. But so in this 11, who is going to be if they say they're chasing and they have to bring someone on, if they say need 60 of the last 5 overs, then who do they get in terms of a batter?
But I think if they're chasing, they'll stick to this. I think this can win them the game, this batting order. I think this is the best batting order. Who do they have? Who can they get on? They have the Odisha boy, Senapati. I would obviously say that, but no.
Yeah,
because
well,
they're
in
also
terms
hamstrung with a lot of players still not available. Like the Lankans aren't available. Those 2 Lankan players they have. Tiksana, I think. Yeah.
And
they have Dwayne Pretorius.
Dwayne
Pretorius is a South African all-rounder. That's also there.
Yeah.
So
but the South Africans aren't here.
No, he wasn't part of the squad. So he's here.
They have a lot of all-rounders. So they'll have to make a decision on them because Moeen Ali, Shivam Dube, Jadeja, they can actually go with all of them. Yeah. So they have a lot of all-rounders who can hit big. Dube, Ali, Jadeja, all big hitters.
Where does Dhoni bat?
7,
Six or seven. He's,
Yeah.
You'll obviously
But-
have Jadeja ahead of him, right?
yeah. But he's definitely bulked up. He's
Yeah,
ready to. Yeah. He's ready to.
His
make-
practice videos went viral. I mean, he's full bulked up and he was just
Yeah, he didn't have a great season last time out. I mean, the
Yeah.
Chennai Super Kings didn't.
finished 9th.
No, but,
But
it shows,
you-
right? When you've not played regular cricket over the period of time,
Yeah.
it shows. I mean, we've seen it with the likes of Saurav Ganguly and a lot of the other players, even Ponting when he came back.
Yeah.
It shows. When you don't play regular cricket, it sort of shows. But it's no sacrilege. We know we're going to get hammered from our
No, he can-
Chennai, from the Chennai fans. We want Dhoni to hammer the bowling. Please don't hammer us. We're just having a conversation.
But I think they may not look at the impact player because Chennai have a good strong 11. They may not look at like let's go with the old traditional way if required.
MS Dhoni is somebody
Yeah.
who, for him, every player is an impact player. He,
Yeah.
that captaincy. So I think technically Dhoni is their impact player.
Yeah.
Because you can't
captain.
sort of he's captain, right?
Yeah.
He is their impact.
Yeah,
player.
we're talking about the impact player so much.
Yeah.
Maybe
In true sense, Dhoni
in the
is-
first match, no team uses it.
Exactly. And Dhoni is a smart player. We all remember the T20 World Cup where the bowl out happened. They won it because the first match was washed out or something, and all these players tried the bowl out, and Dhoni knew who he wanted to
Yeah, I
give the
remember
ball
that
to.
game. Pakistan went with Omar Guls
And all the
those,
pacers.
Afridi,
Yeah.
but India went with
Robin Uthappa, Virendra Sehwag.
And the Sehwag Harbhajan. Yes.
So Dhoni,
I think he probably would have thought about each scenario and
anyone
impact.
who has thought about it,
It's
him.
Dhoni, yeah.
It's him.
but it's interesting. Dhoni is one of the greatest T20 captain that India had, and another is Hardik
Greatest
Pandya.
white ball captain.
Yeah, white ball
Of
captain.
all time, yeah.
I mean, yeah, and on the other side you have
Can I give a suggestion? Point why I think that, and you can agree with that.
Yeah.
I think the other captains that you've had, sort of, for me when I was sort of growing up, Kapil Dev was a captain.
Yeah.
Then there was Azharuddin for a long time. Then
Ganguly.
Tendulkar. Then Ganguly. So in terms of sheer sort of cricketing pedigree, those guys were goats, right?
Yeah.
MS Dhoni was very unorthodox.
Yeah.
When he came onto the scene, and I saw that 148 against Pakistan in Vizag, just outside of Vizag, nobody thought that he was ever going to be a captain.
Yeah.
Somebody punted on him and made him the T20 captain for that
Sachin,
World
I
Cup.
think, before the 2000 World Cup,
was
he
a
was
big-
like, this guy.
They punted on him and made him captain, right? And then sort of they realized that he could read the game very well. I think that's why Dhoni has become the great captain, because the other great players have sort of thought of the game conventionally, like the way sort of when they were growing up and those influences.
Yeah.
Like Tendulkar was never a good captain.
Yeah.
He expected a lot from his teammates, and obviously they were not at the same level. I mean, greatness isn't going around every day and you can just pick up, you're great, right? So I think Dhoni being unorthodox was his biggest strength. And that's why he's still there for Chennai. I mean, let's face it, the Chennai Super Kings are 4-time champions. They're not going to just be there just because he's MS Dhoni. They're here to win it. It's got to hurt them that they finish 9th.
Yeah. No, and against Dhoni is Hardik Pandya, who has been, dubbed as the next T20 captain of India. He's also a smart player.
Master and protege. Master and protege.
So,
Should we go there?
Yeah, let's-
I have a team for them also.
yeah.
So, pretty obvious batting order, but okay, I'll go with my overseas picks for them.
Okay.
Kane for sure, Matthew Wade, Rashid Khan, and I am going with Alzari Joseph, just because 5 wickets last game.
Yeah, and David Miller is not available for the first game.
Yeah.
So,
And the rest of the team for me is Shubman Gill and Saha,
yeah.
Hardik Pandya, Shami,
Tewatia,
Rahul Tewatia, and this is Mavi.
Shivam
And okay, I'm going 3D. I'm just because I don't have anything else, but I'm going with Vijay Shankar.
Shankar.
Well, I just feel that in a sort of game like a T20 game, all rounders are what ultimately sort of bail you out.
So, if they have to pick a impact player, who do you think would be? Vijay Shankar or
No.
3D? All these skills?
No. But I think Kane Williamson will play today, but going forward, I'm not sure when David Miller
plays. I think Kane plays every game.
When Miller comes,
I think
David Miller
Kane
comes
plays
in.
every game because he's that sort of anchor for them which they need. See, Kane Williamson in Sunrisers also was most of the time, because their batting wasn't so great or they would lose wickets, you sort of trying to bail them out,
I
right?
think it depends of who's batting at the other end. If Kane can go at, say, maybe he doesn't need to go at 160, 170, maybe 140, 150. That's
I
his
think
game.
Need somebody to play around in that center of the innings, number 3, 4, you base your innings around. I think Kane's the player for them.
Yeah, I agree with Alzari Joseph. He's very well, and who's actually done very well in the IPL. I think he has the record for the best bowling figures, if I'm not wrong. Might have changed. Yeah.
So, but still impact player. I don't think.
Mohit Sharma is also part of the squad.
Yeah, you're not an impact player.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying he's part of the squad.
Once he was.
Total squad. Let's see.
Yeah.
What the full squad. Odean Smith. No. Josh Little.
Yeah, he's interesting.
Josh Little.
Yes, he's done very
Especially
well in
if they bat
recently.
first.
Yeah.
Josh Little, if they bat first. I think you go with that. What else do they have? Jayant Yadav, I'm not sure.
So you can also tell in the comment section your playing 11. Who do you think the impact player will be? Our poll is live on WION Sports Twitter page. So yeah, and we'll take your comments.
Any comments? Not yet. Okay.
No comments yet. But who do you think have the edge? Is it Chennai or is it the defending champions?
Defending champions, home game, packed house. I will sort of go with them. But never count out any team which has... See, I understand why a lot of people will call it the dad's army, right? That's what they call it. Yeah. But again, a team to play against the odds, to absorb that kind of pressure needs experience, and Dhoni's team has the experience.
You know, and how important is the first match? We all remember the inaugural season, Brendan McCullum doing that 150. That set the tone not for the match, but for IPL.
The IPL. Yeah, very true.
Yeah, when Bangalore got, what, 70 all out?
Yeah.
It was called the Bangalore Test Team, I remember back then. Rahul Dravid captain, Shiv Naren, Chandra Paul.
Wasim Jafar, Anil Kumble was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Yes.
Cameron White they had.
Peterson came in the second season.
Second season.
Multi-million. Peterson and Flintoff were the big guys.
Yeah. Record.
And KK had Ganguly, Ponting, Brendan McCullum, Shoaib Akhtar,
who had that great game at the Eden Gardens.
and Shah Rukh Khan was like,
Yes.
So yeah, the first game is important.
Hafiz, they had Hafiz.
Yeah, Mohammad Hafiz they had.
Hafiz, yes.
Ishan Sharma.
Yeah. Memories of the IPL, another conversation for another day. But I'm saying Gujarat start favourites, but if there's any team which can sort of absorb the pressure on the opening night, it's the Chennai Super Kings, boys.
Yeah, even I think they're a well-settled side. They know who their playing 11 is, and they're the defending champions. I would back them.
Same. And I think Rashid Khan is going to have a great season, and as he always does, it's not even like a big
Haven't you
punch.
seen the way Rashid has been played? Earlier, even when he was playing for Sunrisers, nobody takes him on. They want to see off his 4 overs.
Yeah.
And does that make him less effective? Earlier he was getting 20 odd wickets every season, right? That sort of started to come down. Because people wanted to see him off. And they knew that see him off and then take the others on, because Sunrisers always had a couple of players here and there who you could sort of...
Yeah, I think it completely depends on the situation of the game. I mean, if you are able to contain the other team, if you're, say, defending a low total, then that's as good as taking a wicket. So it completely depends. And Rashid is someone who, even if he's, gets knocked out for a few runs, he will come back because he's ice cold that way. His confidence is not affected. Next game he'll come back, even the next over, he'll come back and do the same things. So that is very important.
And I think if you have good bowlers who can benefit from the pressure that he has created, so he's definitely a key player in this squad.
I'm not sure of the Chennai bowling lineup actually.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah. They have all-rounders.
It's a bit weak on paper.
They have all-rounders, but like pure bowlers, I think they...
Yes, and then we'll all be made to look like idiots when the way Mahendra Singh Dhoni uses it, and then people will say, these guys should be talking.
Hikashana is there, I think, a Sri Lankan guy who bowls well.
He's not there.
Yeah,
He's not there, but yeah, for the starting season. So
I think it's the first game with the impact player and everything. Teams themselves will sort of get used to it.
And also, how do you sort of select 2 teams? That's also going to come into play.
yeah, I think
So-
four players, 4 substitute, like 4 players.
Five. 11 plus
substitute.
5.
11 plus 5.
No, but you can name your team after the
After
toss
the
as
toss.
well.
Yeah.
So that's also something.
So Dhoni will
Lots of
have
permutations and
exactly. You will have captains will have 2 teams ready if they bat first or bowl first. So
So-
very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Build up to the
thought
IPL.
playing the IPL fantasy cricket was
Yeah,
sort
and
of
it's
taxing. This is going to be even more taxing.
So I think.
So I think, yeah, we've covered most of the things of the IPL.
So what do we have on our show at 6:30 p.m.
Lots of tennis. Lots of tennis. Obviously, this game, and New Zealand have beaten Sri Lanka in that ODI. Also, we are awaiting the parole hearing of the Blade Runner, the one and only Oscar Pistorius. We hoping to get a reaction. In fact, a decision, not a reaction. And also some football. Manchester United 1 billion in debt. Women's Champions League. Lyon knocked out by Chelsea on penalties. So quite a lot of stuff we have.
Yeah.
Formula One. Fernando Alonso, master of the wet, leads led after the second practice session. Was
At the Australian Grand Prix.
first.
Yeah.
So we're gonna set that up as well.
Yeah. So I think that and much more on our show at 6:30 p.m. IST. Thanks for tuning in.